Oh man, I haven't been on this thing in a while. I'll go like a week without riding this thing and I feel like it's been a year. I do want to remove these stickers. There's like a special way you remove stickers. I'm not sure how it would react to this paint. I usually use Goo Gone, but apparently there's like special ways to take care of this paint, so I don't know the best way to do it. What the fuck is it? Can you guys fucking not? He threw some respect on the bike. He's like, look at that bike, that's some respect needed. That was seriously like maybe a quarter throttle. Oh, I forgot, and it's boost making weather. So basically during the winter, your air gets thicker because of the cold or something like that. It basically it allows your supercharger and or turbocharger to push in, like force more air into the cylinder, and it technically makes more power. So yeah, when it gets colder, you make more power because there's more air technically flowing into your engine. Science, magic, Bill Nye. Yo, speaking of racism, have you guys heard the Chinese version of Bill Nye the Science Guy? Yo, when I showed this clip, I swear to God, this is real. Is that not just the best? I know a lot of people are commenting about me chopping the throttle. It's an old habit. I've never had a quick shifter, so it's a really old habit I'm trying to break. With the quick shifter, you can full throttle it and still shift, bleep it with the bloop and a zip zop zoopity bop. Not actually brown. The 233 wheel horsepower monster that this thing is. One thing I've always told people is like, you know, I've done a bunch of drugs in my life, not happy with it. Sometimes I'm like, oh yeah, I've done a bunch of drugs. I used to party pretty hard. But I always tell people I've never once got the feeling I do from riding a motorcycle from any sort of pill, powder, or smoke, you know? It just doesn't happen. This is an addiction all of its own. And you know, it's funny, man, I walked in the garage today. I was gonna make an update about the Harley build, which that video will come out before this one, kind of talking about what I've been doing with it and whatnot. But I walked out in the garage and I saw this and I was like, holy shit, it's probably less than 50 degrees outside today, but I'm riding. If you don't know, I'm from the south, from the southern states, and we don't like the cold. There's two things we don't like in Georgia, and that's cold weather and low blood pressure. We don't like none of that shit. Hello, little B. Hey, what's up, buddy? Hey, I just wanted to hang out for a second. God, what a good mood this thing puts me in. Careful, little bumblebee, you don't want to get sucked in my intake. I'll make you boost. I'll go faster than your little wings can ever fly. See you later, rest of the world. Good God. Good thing this thing has good brakes. I'm in a good damn mood. And probably this damn motorcycle. Warp speed. God, I feel good. Someone put some country on. Scrub reference, anybody get that? It also could be the 2 cups of coffee I had this morning. Who knows? I think this is exactly what they mean by caffeine and octane, huh, baby? Check out this problem with the H2. These are all rocks. The road gets so sticky, or the tire gets so sticky from the heat of the road that it throws rocks. Oh yeah, I need a new tire soon. That thing's just burning off that back wheel. I'm not even joking, dude. Full throttle, just riding on the road at like 80 miles an hour and goosing it. It'll spin tire, and it just whips that thing apart. Want to pop a little fire there, buddy? Oh, what a workout! Time to fly. Oh, God. What a beautiful Monday morning. I never thought I'd be saying that, man. Dr. Feelgood's in the house, and its name is H2. Oh, my God. I wasn't expecting it to pull that hard. Holy crap. Sometimes this thing really impresses me. I say sometimes, really all the time. You know what, I did want to talk about something though. How much does it cost to insure this thing? I get asked, you know, my insurance, what a joke, right? People always ask me like what I pay for my insurance. They see my driving history. Seems like every other day I'm getting pulled over by the 5-0, the fuzz, the cops, the pigs, oink oink. I'm just kidding. Speaking of the cops and the fuzz and whatnot, I got a podcast coming up this Saturday with Officer 401. You guys know and love him. And Mike the Cop. If you guys don't know who he is, he's a lot like Officer 401. Entertainer / police officer. A lot of cop humor, stuff like that. And it's basically going to be cops versus bikers, where we just sit down and talk a lot about things. And should be a lot of good fun. It's going to be basically me squished between two cops as we drink and tell stories. I think that's going to be the premise of the video. So, but yeah, podcast. It'll be around 11 o'clock on Saturday, the 18th of November, in case you guys don't know. Anyway, so everyone sees that my driving history is pretty shit, right? Because I do shit like this all the time. Ride like an asshole. And I seem to get pulled over quite a bit. But truth is, I don't have very much on my record. Never mind, I do. I've got a reckless driving. I've got a speeding ticket, and then I've got another speeding ticket. Oh, then the improper tag ticket. That's what I have on my record right now. So, a couple of hefty fines. Are you gonna get over? I saw you flash that light. So, what's my insurance look like? For my car and my truck, it's actually surprisingly well. So just to you guys let you know, I'm 24, so I'm under 25, obviously by simple math. Live in the state of Georgia, single, not married. I've got good credit. I don't know if that helps at all. For my car and my truck combined, it's like $330 a month, somewhere there. The Corvette itself is like $120, and then the rest of it's the truck, which is surprising, right? Because the truck costs more than the Corvette. You think that I'm more liable for damages with the Corvette. You think I drive it faster, but I guess because the truck's bigger, I can cause more damage. I don't really know. Insurance has never been super clear to me. It's always a really fucky scenario. That being said, how much does the H2 cost me? Well, if I didn't pay it off like in full, like I did, it would have cost me like $3,700 for the year. It comes out to be like 300, like high threes to fully cover this bike, which I have full coverage on, which I think is pretty high considering it's a motorcycle. God, I mean, maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm not crazy to think that my insurance is high for a reason. Third gear pulls so hard right now. Maybe a supercharged 233 horsepower H2, 360 some odd dollars a month isn't outrageous, but that's not what it actually cost me, because I ended up paying my whole policy in full because it saved me $1,000 to do so. So originally it was gonna be like $3,800. I don't remember the exact number for either the monthly payments or how much it would cost me for the year, but it was like $3,800 something, I want to say. Well, I ended up paying $2,900 in full with my policy paid in full because it was paid in full. I mean, it's a lot cheaper if you do things that way for some reason. I think it's just like, hey, this guy's definitely gonna pay it. So, but yeah, so I paid off my insurance policy in full. I just went ahead and ate the $3,000 up front, or the 27, 28, 29, whatever it came out to be up front, and that lowered my insurance rates a lot. And this is before my last 2 tickets hit, which I'm sure would have just, my insurance company had been like, hey Daniel, go fuck yourself. No joke, man. For the longest time, back when I had a really bad insurance policy, and I've been with Progressive since day one with my vehicles, and that's not because they have the best rates. I mean, I think they have the best rates for me specifically because nobody else will insure me, and that's 100% fact. Nobody else would insure me for a while. Back when I back when I wrecked my R6, I canceled my insurance policy. I never reported the accident because I didn't want to fuck up the title. I just sold it as is. Had a clean title on it when I sold it, which I think is insurance fraud. I'm pretty sure that's insurance fraud. Probably shouldn't admit that on YouTube, but I'm gonna. Eventually I got a new bike, which was stupid because I should have just held on to that policy because it wasn't costing me what, like 20 bucks a month at the time. It's super basic coverage. That's why I didn't report it. If I had full coverage, I would have, but I didn't. I had to get a new insurance policy, and I was like, you know what? I know Progressive will insure me, and they got decent rates. Let's see if I can find anybody that's cheaper. So I started shopping around at Geico, Allstate, and a couple other places. At the time, dude, nobody would insure me. And I've looked since then. I looked once. Nobody else was looking to insure me either because I have the reckless on my record, which is a big no-no apparently. Nobody likes that. So yeah, insuring this H2 is ridiculous. It costs more than a 2016 Ram 1500 that's two-wheel drive and my C7 supercharged Corvette combined. The fact that this thing power wheelies in third and fourth gear is absolutely absurd. And I don't mean chopping pinned. I mean just like full throttle pin. Hey, that's an officer. I hope he didn't see me do that. That sure would be a rough day for everybody. I think I'm supposed to upgrade this clutch from what I understand. With the amount of power that I'm making, I need to get an upgraded clutch. I could be wrong. Someone who has H2s that follows me, let me know in the comments. 1 down, 5 up. What up, dog? Of course, I just filled this thing up. I just filled you up, you thirsty whore. This thing drinks gasoline like a freaking wallaby. Now that's an Australian joke. That's not a bike. This is a bike. Isn't it so pretty? Oh my God. It's just so pretty out today. It just makes me want to say, you know, gosh darn, God diddly dang it. Oh my God. Ooh, sellout time. 10% off of Heatwave Visual Sunglasses using the coupon code Do It Dan. Thank you guys very much. Ooh, oh no. Don't do it. Have an idea. All right. I have an idea. Let's see. Yep, that's him. I saw him turn around for me. Oh, they're not gonna get me? I turned around, I stopped for you. I stopped for him. Usually that's a... I guess not. I pulled over for him. He totally turned around for me. I guess he decided not to come for me. I don't know. Maybe he saw me pulled over and was like, ah, nah, he's a good kid.